Hi, my name is Dr. Meagan Yarmey. I am a social psychologist, a clinical social worker. I have a PhD in social psychology, a master's in clinical social work, a master's in community psychology, and a background in traditional Chinese medicine. As a clinician working with my clients, I draw on all these different orientations to build out a approach and treatment plan to help clients develop the skills, the insights, and tools to create a life that's going to help them better thrive and lead the life that they want, that's going to create success and meaning for them. So together we get to know each other and we build out a plan with intentionality, learning skills and tools to help them get to that life. How we meet is once a week or twice a week, depending on the needs of the client, the intensity of their issues, and then we meet online and we'll build out over time. So as we develop a sense of better knowing, of understanding and mutual understanding of collaborative goals, we start to work with them. So it's a process where clients are gaining insight, learning new strategies and tools, and then they go out and execute it. I think a big piece and goal of the work I do with my clients is really gaining that self-awareness, that self-insight, better understanding. But we're not stopping there. It's then about how do I develop the skills and tools, something that's personalized that I can then implement into my life to better assess how he or she wants to navigate and achieve the goal they want. So they're not coming back to therapy for the next 20 years. When I work with these clients, what's important to know is first to identify what are the drivers? What are they telling themselves? So we use the model words, understanding what am I telling myself, think, what am I feeling as a result of that in terms of my emotional space, my physiology space, and what do I do? So I will help them understand the thought processes, understand then how to work with their emotions and the behaviors. In the world of psychotherapy, if you think of psychotherapy as an umbrella term, there are different approaches in terms of the theoretical models that your clinician might use. They may use a eclectic approach as well. So on this side, we have things that are called psychoanalytic. And that's that typically where it's really insight orientated, you go back into history, incredibly interesting and helpful, you may be going 3 times a week, and that's one style. And then on this side of the curve, we have more evidence-based approaches where we have data shows that if we use these strategies and skills over time, the presenting issue will come from, say, a score of 38 out of 40 of anxiety down to something that's much more manageable. Not to say it's going to disappear, but it's something that's manageable, but a 5 out of 40. So evidence-based approaches are the style I use. With my background in psychology as a PhD, trained as a researcher, I use tools that are going to help my clients in terms of learning how they can navigate better in their life to manage whatever is distressing for them. So the theoretical approaches I draw on come from a realm called cognitive and behavioral. So cognitive really means thinking or our thoughts, and the behavioral is the doing, it's the action. So can we restructure our thoughts in a way that is less irrational or dysfunctional? Can I create space between what my thought is saying and where I'm at? Can I recognize a thought is not a fact? We have thousands of thoughts a day. What do I attach to this one thought? So we'll learn strategies to diffuse from that thought so we can better manage. Or I'll just take that thought and I'll put it in a box for now. Restructure a thought and then do the behavioral piece. So can I start to activate or shift how I navigate the world and act? So do I need skills in helping to structure my life, to engage in life activities, time management? It could be communication skills. Dialectical behavior therapy deals with mindfulness techniques to help us be present in the moment, interpersonal effectiveness skills, distress tolerance skills. Can I help myself soothe when I'm feeling really overwhelmed with hurtful, distressing thoughts? And emotion regulation skills. Can I learn to regulate and understand what was the situation that triggered this thought? How did this thought then trigger this thought and this thought? And what was the consequence of that leading to this outcome? So really gaining insight in that and then using these skills to help calm the nervous system, to better advocate for myself and communicate to get to what I want. So I commit to the steps to create the fulfilling life. Can I learn to know the strategies and skills of people that help to move me forward so I don't get hooked into old ways of being and patterns and create new healthy ones? So these different approaches are all grounded in the moment, regardless of whatever that presenting issue is, be it anxiety or depression. We will take different techniques from different theoretical models that are best going to help the client at that time, and we build out. All of them are very similar in that they have evidence to support them. We're going to develop a sense of present moment, self-compassion, awareness in terms of who we are, that awareness, and then the skills to move forward. So insight, execution. A life of intention is really understanding what is important to me. What are my values? Values then drive purpose. Purpose drives a mission. Instead of being like a leaf being blown by the wind, I slow down. I think about, who am I? What do I want to achieve in this lifetime? What is successful? What is meaningful? How do I define what is successful? How do I define what is meaningful? Developing a sense of, I'm here at this moment, and in over whatever number of years I hope to have on this planet and this journey, I'm going to do these set of strategies, tools, skills to help me achieve the goals that I've set for myself. And those goals I've been intentional about because they are based on the things I find important, my values, rather than what my peers said or how I interpret the current zeitgeist or messaging on social media that we should be doing this or we should be doing that. It's about really knowing the self and then taking action to move towards a life that's going to hopefully approximate those things for us. So if any of this information has landed with you and you'd like to learn more about working with me, I would love to chat. I offer a free 20-minute consultation. Send me a note off my website. You can reach me at meaganyarmey.ca. I will reach out to you within 24 hours. We'll book a time and we'll chat. Looking forward to hearing from you.
If you found this helpful, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more evidence-based wellness advice.